are a citizen on board ship. So you have a citizenship, sportsmanship, scholarship, dealerships, courtship. And anytime you order something from a big company, they're going to ship it to you. Where a ship sits, when you go to the harbor, where a ship sits is called berth. B-E-R-T-H. A ship is sitting in her berth. Therefore, any item that come off of that ship, all ships are she, always. Rocket ship, sailing ship, doesn't matter what kind of ship. If it's a ship, it's she. Under international law, all ships are female. Why? Because she delivers the product. The man manufactures, but the woman delivers the product. So when you have been manufactured and she, your mother, delivers the product, you are a product of two corporations. Maritime Admiralty law, your mother was a corporation, your father's a corporation. Therefore, you are the joint new product of two corporations. Ford Motor Company getting together with Suzuki. That's fine, as long as you get a license, because it's business. And anything that those two companies produce, the one who gave you the license is the boss. Because before that, you couldn't do it at all. But if the corporation gave you the permission to create a new product, fine, but the product belongs to them, not you.
What if I told you the government has your baby's DNA? And in some states, that DNA is stored even without your consent.
So once you understand that all ships are female, she sits in her berth, and any item taken off of that ship has to have its own certificate of manifest. It's called a certificate of manifest. And each car has to be represented. Does it have 4 doors, 2 doors, air conditioning? What color is it? How heavy is it? What, this and this and that, and all the paperwork has to be correct for each item. So when you're born, it's called a birth certificate. How much did you weigh? What race is it? Did he have 2 eyes? Was it 1 arm? What color was he, etc. Because these are all vital signs for a product. You are a human resource. You're going to be bought and sold by the international banks in New York and London. Your body is a security on the New York Stock Exchange. According to the British and American, it's called, there's a book you can get from the American printing office or the U.S. government printing office. It's called the Styles book. Styles magazine, the Styles book. U.S. printing office Styles manual. And in the Styles manual, published by the United States Government Printing Office, it tells you what the words mean correctly. When you go to court, and you're in a federal court, you're in an international court of any kind, here are the words to use. Because the words you would use on the street don't work in a court. You better know what you're talking about when you're before a judge. You better use the correct term. Because if you use a wrong term, thinking that they will understand, no, now you're going to jail because you said the wrong word. So, a group of people got together back in 1871, before your grandma was born, 1871, and they formed a corporation after the Civil War. In the Civil War, they called their company United States Corporation. It was a municipal corporation. And it was stipulated anybody who worked for the corporation is a member of the corporation. And so today, if you are a U.S. citizen, when you walk in a bank or any place before some authority and they ask you, are you a U.S. citizen? And you say yes. What you think they're asking you is, are you lawfully in America to do business? Are you lawfully here? Are you an alien? Right? And you say, no, I'm lawfully to be here. I'm okay. So then they will say, well, are you a U.S. citizen? And you say, yes. What you think you're saying is that you're saying, yes, I am lawfully in America. That's not, any good attorney will tell you, I'm going to ask you something under oath. Think about what I'm asking you. Because if you answer wrong, you're going to jail. Now my question is, are you of your own volition, out of your own mouth, testifying in this court that you are a U.S. citizen? And you say, Well, I'm lawfully in America, yeah, and I don't have any problems here. Sure, I'm a U.S. citizen. That's what I wanted to know. Now you're going to jail. Now you go to prison. Because you're not an American. You don't have American freedom. You don't have the Bill of Rights. You're a U.S. citizen. U.S. is a privately owned corporation. It's a maritime admiralty corporation owned by a handful of men that you don't know anything about. And therefore, when you say that you're a U.S. citizen, that means I am an employee of a foreign corporation under maritime law, and therefore my boss is in Washington, D.C., and I work for him. Oh, well now if you work for him, then you are a U.S. citizen. And according to his policies, not the law of the land, but his policy. His policy is you can't do this and that. It's his policy. And you just broke his policy. So that's why we have police to back up the policy that the politicians, who are the masters of the corporation. So the masters of the corporation make the policy, and police back